Joey Logano has 3 NASCAR Cup Series championships, but 0 under the format that's back this season. And after what just happened at Richmond, he says he's got a chip on his shoulder about it. Let's break down exactly where things stand. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with Logano himself. After his win at Richmond Raceway, he was asked point blank if he's got a chip on his shoulder heading into this chase. His answer? A clear yes. He even chuckled about it. And here's the detail that really shows how serious that mindset is. His team's actual slogan this year is "For the Haters." That's not just a throwaway line. Logano says it's real, extra motivation for him and his group. Now here's why that motivation matters right now. Logano has surged from 20th all the way up to 9th in the standings over the last 6 races. That's a massive climb in a short window. And it's flipping the script on how these elimination-style playoffs have worked. You know, from 2014 to 2025, the closing stretch of NASCAR's regular season was usually a mad scramble, because a win alone could punch your ticket into the championship field. But that safety valve is gone in the Chase system. This year, it's going to come down entirely to points to set that 16-driver field. So let's talk about who's actually on the bubble. The top 16 in the provisional Chase standings have not changed over the past 4 races. And it looks like that group is going to carry into New Hampshire Motor Speedway pretty much as is. Shane van Gisbergen currently holds that final 16th spot, and he's sitting 50 points ahead of Ryan Preece. But here's the thing. Preece didn't gain ground at Richmond. He finished 17th and actually fell another 21 points further behind the cut line. And it's not much better for the next 3 names outside the Chase picture. Ross Chastain finished 12th at Richmond, Brad Keselowski finished 26th, Eric Jones finished 27th. All 3 lost ground too, which means the drama of some surprise driver sneaking into the field is pretty much fading away. Christopher Bell, who's already clinched his Chase spot, put it simply, the number of guys still feeling pressure to make the field is a lot smaller now. In years past, basically everyone outside the cut line still had a shot. Now it's really just come down to a couple of guys fighting for position. But at the top of the standings, that's where things get really interesting, and it's centered around Team Penske. As Logano kept climbing, his teammate Ryan Blaney moved past Ty Gibbs and into 2nd place in the standings at Richmond. And the 3rd Penske driver, Austin Cindric, backed up his own title case with a career-best 3rd place finish on a short track, moving him up to 15th in points. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin currently holds a 115-point lead over Blaney, and he's expected to clinch the Chase's top seed at New Hampshire. After that comes the regular season finale on August 29th at Daytona International Speedway. Here's how the reset works once the regular season wraps. The standings get completely reset for the Chase, which kicks off September 6th at Darlington Raceway. The points leader will start 25 points ahead of everyone else. 2nd place starts 10 points ahead of 3rd, and every spot after that, all the way down through 16, is separated by 5-point increments. Blaney summed up why that 2nd place spot matters so much right now. He said getting to 2nd is top of mind, because every single point is going to matter once that reset happens. There's also a real emphasis this year on finishing the regular season inside the top 6. Racing Insights, a NASCAR analytics firm, ran more than 25,000 computer simulations of Chase outcomes. And in those simulations, Dojan, the eventual champion, started in the top 6 85% of the time. That stat matters a lot for Logano specifically. Back when he raced under the same system from 2009 to 2013, he only made the Chase once. Now, he sits just 36 points behind 6th-ranked Chase Elliott. Logano himself pointed out just how much has changed. His number 22 Ford was ranked 17th before he won 2 of the last 4 races. In his words, they've been able to switch their goal from simply making the Chase to actually winning the championship. And it sounds like more drivers, Logano potentially included, could officially lock into the championship field with a strong run at New Hampshire. One more piece of this story worth mentioning. Crew chief Paul Wolfe credited Logano with keeping team morale up earlier this season, back when they only had 2 top 5 finishes in the first half. Logano said he's proud of everyone sticking together because in situations like that, teams often break. Instead, his group made what he called quite the recovery. and now they've got a legitimate shot at the championship. So, to recap, Logano climbed from 20th to 9th in 6 races. Team Penske has 3 drivers in strong championship position, and the Chase field, for the most part, looks locked in heading toward New Hampshire. So here's a question for you. Do you think Joey Logano's For the Haters motivation carries Team Penske all the way to the championship this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, subscribe, and stick with NASCAR Nation News for more coverage as the chase gets closer.